Hello and welcome to Akwa Ibom Digest on the Papyrus Global TV. I am Christiana Babayo, and here are the headlines. Gifa empowers GBV survivors with skills training and business startup equipment. Governor Eno affirms commitment to high safety standards. Carols 2025, Governor Eno calls for unity respect for leaders. Governor Eno empowers mother, son with 15 million naira grants. Governor Eno maintains strong commitment to safety standards. Uyo receives and distributes Governor Eno's Christmas welfare package. And now the news in full. The Golden Initiative for All, Gifa, in partnership with the United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA, has empowered 20 survivors of gender-based violence, GBV, with skills training and business startup equipment to help them rebuild their lives and achieve economic independence. The empowerment and graduation ceremony was held at the Women Development Center, Uyo, following a 6-month intensive skill acquisition program in pastries, makeup and gele tying, fashion design and hairdressing. Lady Helen Eno Obariki, coordinator of the Office of the First Lady and chairperson of the Gifa Board of Trustees, explained that the program, tagged Restoring Hope, Dignity and Economic Independence, aims to rehabilitate, empower and reintegrate survivors into the society. Represented by the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Welfare, Honorable Inibehe Etukudo, Lady Obariki highlighted that the initiative aligns with Governor Umoeno's focus on entrepreneurial development and the protection of women's rights and dignity. She urged the beneficiaries to remain determined, leverage their skills for financial stability, and become mentors for other survivors, emphasizing the government's commitment to supporting vulnerable women. Pastor Anne Abraham, Special Assistant to the Governor on General Duties and GFA focal person, noted that the program began with a 4-day foundational training session, followed by the 6-month phase, which ensured sustained impact through ongoing mentorship and monitoring. Speaking on empowering survivors for sustainable reintegration, Barrister Ete, Director of the GBV unit at the Akwa Ibom State Ministry of Justice, stressed that consistent mentorship is crucial for the successful reintegration of survivors into society. The survivors shared personal accounts of trauma and expressed gratitude to Lady Helen Eno Obareki for helping restore their mental health and confidence. Certificates of completion and empowerment items including gas cookers, cylinders, measuring scales, sewing machines, irons, towel hangers, makeup boxes, LED ring lights, and cosmetics were formally presented to the graduates, marking the culmination of the program. Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umoeno has been described as a safety-conscious leader fully committed to maintaining high safety standards across the state. Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Health, Safety and Environment, Mrs. Jane Ufot, stated this on Monday, December 22nd, while speaking on Comfort FM's Arise Akwa Ibom program alongside the immediate past national chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Safety Engineers, Professor Akan Ekong. Mrs. Uford disclosed that 100 newly recruited safety officers have received their appointment letters and will soon undergo training before deployment to government agencies and project sites to ensure compliance with safety regulations. She said the officers will enforce safety standards, particularly in construction and public infrastructure, adding that Governor Eno identified gaps in the state safety framework and acted decisively to address them. According to her, the governor's vision goes beyond regulations to entrenching a culture of safety in everyday life, stressing the need for continuous training and supervision. Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umoeno has called on citizens to promote unity and respect for leaders and elders as a pathway to sustainable development. Speaking at the State Christmas Carol Festival at Unity Park, Uyo, the governor praised past leaders for their development contributions, citing projects such as the Ibom International Airport and the annual Carol Festival as major tourism drivers. Governor Eno pledged to sustain and expand on the visions of his predecessors and reaffirmed his support for President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda. He also pledged support for Senate President Godswill Akpabio ahead of 2027 elections. The governor used the occasion to fulfill his promise to visually impaired singer Chris Vick by presenting a certificate of occupancy for a landed property with construction of a 4-bedroom flat already underway. In a sermon titled Divine Visitation, the General Secretary of the Assemblies of God, Reverend Godwin Amawo, urged Christians to trust God for impact and transformation. The event attracted top government officials, traditional rulers, political leaders, and Christian faithful from across the state. We will now go on a short break, and when we come back, the news will continue. Stay tuned.
The Papyrus Global, we don't just cover events, we create cinematic experiences. From red carpets to birthdays, gala dinners, and your fairy tale weddings, we bring your moments to life with high-tech precision. Our gadgets are smarter, our lenses sharper, and our team simply world-class. Trust the Papyrus Global to tell your story in the boldest, brightest way possible.
Welcome back, and now the news will continue. Governor Umoino has approved 15 million naira in trade and agribusiness grants for fashion entrepreneur Akpan Victor and his mother, Mrs. Mfon Udoka. Presenting the grants, the Special Assistant on Humanitarian Affairs, Prince Nsikanabasi Umoipo, said the gesture was aimed at encouraging hard work, resilience, and entrepreneurship among youths. He said the intervention aligns with the Arise agenda, which prioritizes economic empowerment and SME growth. Victor, a civil engineering graduate and managing director of Victor Fashion House, said he was inspired to entrepreneurship by Governor Eno's words during a lecture at Akwa Ibom State University in 2019. His mother, a retired civil servant, expressed gratitude to the governor, describing the support as life-changing. The Akwa Ibom State government has reaffirmed its commitment to maintaining high safety standards across the state, with the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Health, Safety and Environment, Mrs. Jane Uford, describing Governor Umoino as a leader with a deep-rooted and practical understanding of safety management. Mrs. Uford made the disclosure during a radio program on Comfort FM under the Arise Akwa Ibom initiative, where she appeared alongside the immediate past national chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Safety Engineers, Professor Akaniyene Ekong. She revealed that 100 newly recruited safety officers have received their appointment letters and are set to undergo induction and intensive training before deployment to ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as active project sites across the state. The governor's aide explained that Governor Eno identified gaps in the state safety management architecture early in his administration and moved decisively to address them, leveraging his background and long-standing interest in safety matters. Mrs. Uford emphasized the importance of continuous training, monitoring and supervision of safety officers to ensure adherence to standards, noting that safety remains a shared responsibility involving government, organizations, and residents. She also urged the public to adopt safe practices at home, in workplaces, and in public areas, especially during the festive season. Speaking on the same program, Professor Ekong commended Governor Eno for prioritizing public safety, describing Akwa Ibom as a pace-setter in safety standards nationwide. He highlighted key institutional reforms under the administration, including the appointment of the first Senior Special Assistant on Health, Safety and Environment and the creation of an Occupational Health and Safety Department under the Office of the Head of Civil Service. Residents of Uyo local government area have received assurances of sustained grassroots development as the Akwa Ibom state government distributed Governor Umoeno's Christmas welfare packages across communities in the area. The secretary to the state government, Prince Enobong Uwa, gave the assurance during the distribution exercise held at St. Patrick Primary School, Abak Road, Uyo. Prince Uwa explained that the Christmas outreach was convened at the instance of Governor Eno to celebrate the season while extending direct welfare support to communities across Uyo local government area. He urged residents to remain united and continue supporting the administration, assuring them of ongoing dividends of democracy. The chairman of Uyo local government area, Dr. Uweme Dimo Udo, described the exercise as a deliberate effort to take governance closer to the people. He noted that the local government has benefited significantly from the governor's inclusive leadership, citing the appointment of an indigene of Uyo as secretary to the state government as a mark of trust and confidence. Dr. Udo who also serves as chairman of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria in the state, said the distribution was designed to foster unity, gratitude, and collective celebration during the festive season. He disclosed that the governor directed that each village receive 40 bags of rice as part of the intervention. Providing further details, the immediate past chairman of the local government and Civil Service Commission, Honorable Monday Ayo, revealed that leaders from Uyo local government augmented the governor's intervention by contributing additional bags of rice and cash to widen the scope of the distribution. And that's all we have on Akwa Ibom Digest on the Papyrus Global TV. My name is Christiana Babayo. Thanks for joining us.